Hey folks, this is Chad at Apsona. Today I'm going to record a video about person accounts in Salesforce, and more specifically, deduping person accounts with Apsona's dedupe tool. Today's not going to be a super polished video. I'm just going to kind of do some things live. I want to show you some of the gotchas of deduping person accounts, and hopefully just kind of expose a few of the things about how they're treated in Salesforce, how they're managed, how you kind of sleuth them out, things like that. So we are in kind of just a plain vanilla instance of Salesforce that has person accounts, and I just installed Apsona and the dedupe tool. So just kind of backing up, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go to apsona.com. Our front page has all of the various tools that we provide. So we have our base package Apsona for Salesforce, and if we scroll down a little bit, we got dedupe and match. So dedupe and match is our tool to mass dedupe contacts, accounts, any object using your own custom roles. You can do it in mass. And I'm going to be putting this video onto YouTube. So another shameless plug here. If you go to our YouTube channel, go to playlist, we have a ton of good stuff. Where this is going to live is in our Show Me How series. And if you go to that full playlist, there's all kinds of good stuff about how to do various things in Apsona. And so I just encourage you to check it out, explore the playlist. There's really, really good stuff on there. All right, enough of that. Let's get in. So in this instance, I happen to have contacts up first. And if you are in an instance with person accounts, you're kind of thinking about them as contacts. They represent contacts, but on a very technical level, they aren't contacts, they're accounts. But if you search for somebody, like I just put myself in as a person account, and if I search for Chad Harris, I'm going to find myself in contacts. So I think this is one of the first gotchas that I want to talk about. You can find person accounts as contacts because they do exist as contacts. But here I am, I click on this contact, I go to it in Apsona, I scroll down to the record ID so that I can visit the record page and watch what happens. So in Apsona, in Salesforce, contacts start with 003 as their ID structure, their prefix. But you'll note that you're actually getting brought to an account. So I clicked on a contact ID, I got brought to an account. What's up with that? And accounts always start with 001. So one of the things that I learned from kind of figuring out person accounts for the sake of training people in Apsona is that the contact object, when it comes to person accounts, maybe not other contacts in Salesforce, but person account contacts, they kind of hide the contact object. It's kind of pushed aside. You don't really have a way to view the official contact record via the UI in Salesforce. Now, there could be other contacts that are not person accounts that are, business contacts that are related to a business account, just like you normally have contacts and accounts. And I believe those will work fine, but I'm focusing on person account folks. So here I am in a person account, but it represents my contact. You can see down here, the record type is person accounts. Okay, so first off is like, I think I just want to communicate, if you're trying to work on person accounts, update them, find them, you're going to want to go to the account object. So now if I come here, I happen to be playing with a filter, and I made the record type be person accounts just so I get those. So now if I look for Chad Harris, I'm also going to find Chad Harris, and I will see it as an account. There we go. So same person, mirrored records. That's just the structure of person accounts. Another thing that I want to look at, this is a little bit under the hood, so I'm going to kind of like go under the hood and then come back up to the surface. So here I am on the contact record in Apsona, which again, you can't really see in Salesforce. And if I were to use our drill up, drill down feature, which if you're not familiar with is amazing, I highly suggest it. This is a way to kind of navigate through the hierarchy of objects very easily without having to build reports or do any digging. So since I can't see this record in Salesforce, I kind of only have Apsona to check it out. But I just want to kind of drill home this concept that these are related. So here I am at this Chad contact. I'm going to drill up through the lookup field of account, which is the good old-fashioned account field on any contact record. And when I click on it, I come to the account that is Chad. And here we have EIAG. I think that's this one. So my goal here is they are related. The contact is considered the child of the account, just like normal. So it uses the same lookup field. It's got the same relationship. but it's hidden. So I don't know. I just want to kind of like use all of the tools here to kind of show you how to navigate here. So when you're deduping person accounts, you really just don't have to worry about the contact object. You want to do it from the account object. So I think now we're going to jump to that. So I'm in accounts. I'm gonna go back to tools, and I'm gonna go to dedupe. If you don't have the dedupe and match tool, you're not going to see this option. You can get it for free for 30 days in any production org. You can get it free forever in any sandbox. So highly encourage you to download it and check it out. And at our webpage, if you go to this page, you'll be able to go to the App Exchange page through that page. Okay, so let's create a new dedupe action. We'll call this person account dedupe. Okay. So I encourage you all, if you are going to dedupe person accounts, to filter your dedupe action by the record type. The reason for that is you cannot, through Apsona, I'm not sure what is allowed in kind of Salesforce traditional account merging, which I think is only available in Classic now. But in Apsona, to dedupe a person account, you cannot dedupe a person account into a business account or a regular, some other record type, and vice versa. You can't take another record type of account and dedupe it into a person account. There are fields like first name, last name, email that are exclusively person account fields, and you will get an error if you try to dedupe those, because Apsona will see those person account fields, not see them on the other side, and go, hey, I don't know what to do with this stuff. So that's my first kind of suggestion if you're going to dedupe person accounts, is filter it on record type. So we'll do record type is among person account. All right, great. Let's do a match field, and we are going to do email. So email, and we'll do exact is case sensitive. So I'm going to do in case insensitive. Basically, that's exact, but not worrying about case. I think that's my suggested method for email. This is another cool thing to think about. Sometimes people have come to us in support and said, hey, like my information that I care about is on the contact record and they are a person account. But since I have to merge accounts and not contacts, like how do I do this? And I don't have a great answer for that, because people that we're going to in a second try to dedupe contacts directly, and it doesn't work for person accounts. You get an error. So you have to do it through accounts. And when that's the case, then you don't have access to contact fields to merge those contact fields. And I think that's just a limitation in Salesforce. I don't have a great answer for that. But you can filter on contact qualities. So you can say, show me all the person accounts who have a contact that has this quality. So you can pull in the child object of contact and grab fields from there to put in the filter. You just won't be able to dedupe those records simultaneously. Okay. All right, so we've got our filter, we got our match field, and we'll just pull in a couple of the fields. You'll note here we don't have the ability to pull child fields in, but that's normal for all deduping. You have access to parent fields if you want to bring those in. So this additional fields step is just to kind of get other information to help you make the decision. So I'll do first and last name like I did before. Name. Let's see, record type. Okay. I'm not going to spend time on group selection or master field rules. We have other support content to talk about dedupe at that level. This is focusing on the use case here. So let's save and find. And all right, so we've got two duplicate sets here. So this is going to be a successful merge because I've filtered down to person accounts. I have I've got some person account fields included, but that's okay. And I'm going to dedupe. So I'll just start by just deduping the Andy Peterson set. But first, let's do this. Let's pull these out. So I'm going to pull the accounts out. So that's one. That's two. I can't pull the contacts out because Salesforce won't let me see them. But what I will do is I will bring them up in a list view. So we're going to go back to contacts. We're going to say full name is Andy Peterson. Okay, there's our two Andy Petersons, and we have our two Andy Peterson person accounts. Okay, there they are. So let's dedupe these. Merge all. Oh, I didn't choose a master. So I'll choose this top one as a master. Merge all. All right, great. Let's download these results. We don't really need to get much out of this, but just to be thorough. So we've got our master record. We got no errors. We got our merged record. This is the one that's going to be in the recycling bin. And these are all the related records. So there's probably, just like with any dedupe tool, all the related records get pushed over. So now let's refresh these. Okay, so we're refreshing. One of these should be gone. Okay, so that one's gone, and that one is our master. It should be there. Great. So now we have just one Andy Peterson. If we go back to Apsona, we're going to refresh this, and we should only get one. Great. Now we're going to go to the recycle bin. Let me duplicate this. Okay, so we can see that we have an account in the recycle bin. We don't have a contact, though. So question is, well, then let me dedupe the contacts first, because I have important information on the contact record that I care about. But you can't see it in any way. Like, it's deleted. It is not available. It's not even in the recycle bin. So I think maybe this concept of like, I have important information on the contact might really be just for like migration scenario. You start with person accounts, you really only have access to account, so all your data should be on the account. So I think people that are trying to dedupe contact records, it's probably because there's some historical stuff on the contact record. I'm not 100% sure of all the use cases that are happening out there, because person accounts are kind of new in a lot of the spaces. So I haven't heard about all the use cases. But point is, you really have restricted access to contact. So I don't have a great answer for that. If Salesforce has a method of allowing you to combine contacts that are person accounts, you might have to use that method. Or you might have to just use Apsona and its import-export or mass update features to do work on the contact. Because you can edit this record in Apsona. You have absolute full access to contacts. And you can do things like export them, update data, import them. You can do mass updates for a list view. So you can work on them. You just can't go out into Salesforce and see it. So we just went through a successful dedupe process. Now we're going to do some things that don't work to show you some of these other ideas here. So let's go back to Apsona. Let's create, actually, I'll just look for a business account. So let's go back to Apsona. We'll come to this tab. Let's go to accounts. Let's say record type is not among person accounts. We'll take one of these because it looks like it's a duplicate. So why don't we change the name to match the name of this? So account name is Chad Harris. Let's come here and change this to Chad Harris. See if we can get that to be a match. We'll save this. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back to this dedupe. We're going to take away this record type filter. We're going to match on account name. And we're going to leave these additional fields, but I want to show one thing, which is it's going to be problematic that we leave these fields in here. So let's do save and find. Now I have to filter it to some degree. So I do have it's household, which is not like a business account, but I think it'll still work because it's not person account. And we will see here that first name and last name is blank, which we would expect because this is just a plain old account. So we're going to try to dedupe these into this one as the master. And let's see what happens. I expect an error. Okay, errors occurred. Download the results. Okay, the accounts cannot be merged. Select records. Selected records do not have compatible record types and cannot be merged together. All right, so that is what you're going to face when you try to dedupe non-person accounts and person accounts. No matter which way you go, if I tried to go into the non-person account, that would produce the same error. So you have to separate those audiences 100%. Furthermore, let me do the next example of what will not work. Let's say that we are doing non-person accounts. Okay, so now these are all non-person accounts. I filtered person accounts out. So now we've got the groups properly split up. Let me just do one set here. But the thing that I think is going to trip us up is that we have included person account fields. So that's another thing that's going to cause issues. So let's merge those two. Let's choose a master. Errors occurred, download those. The selected records would have duplicate contact relationships after merging. That's not the one that I expected to see, but I am pretty sure that's due to person accounts as well. My understanding from past tests is that we can't include person account fields in a dedupe that has to do with non-person account accounts. Best practice, don't include first name, last name, email in non-person account dedupes. Okay, let's see, what else did we want to cover? Let's do contacts. So let's say we want to merge contacts themselves. So now we have two Chad Harrises that are person accounts. We're going to dedupe on the contact. So let's do a new one. Call it person account contact. All right, and we'll just find my records. Chad Harris. We'll match on email. So we're the contact object. Okay, save and find. We should find the same two. Okay, great. So let's add an additional field of record type just to confirm they're related to person accounts. So to do that, I'm going to go up to the account. So this is the parent account, and I'm going to get record type. Add that, save and find, and they're both person accounts. Okay, let me choose a master, and this should error out as well. Okay, and let's see what those are. Cannot reference person contact. So this is the error you get when you try to merge the contacts themselves. And I believe that this is because you're taking one contact that's under one person account and trying to move it into another contact and leaving that person account orphaned. I think that's what's going on. I'm not 100% sure what the reason for the error, but I know that's going to happen. So I think that might be it. So you want to make sure you're filtering by record type, only dedupe like kinds, dedupe from account. If you have contact fields truly that are important that you need to merge, you're going to have to come up with creative ways to do it, like using Apsona's export import or some other tool. And then you can just disregard contacts at the end of the day and just dedupe the accounts, and the contacts will get deleted appropriately. All right, I hope that's helpful. I know that's a little bit of a rough video, but gives you some exposure into this data model and how to dedupe in it. All right, thanks a lot. Have a great day.